Hi, everybody. We are on our final school of thought of psychology, which is the humanistic approach to psychology and the humanistic approach to personality. So, humanistic psychology is different from behaviorism and the psychodynamic theories, which we have looked at in previous weeks. And humanistic psychology focuses on making conscious decisions about the direction of our lives. Okay, so if we think about behaviorism, we have been trained and conditioned to make decisions in our lives. That's what they believe. Psychodynamic theory, our personality and lives have been shaped by our past and what has happened to us. Humanistic psychology is looking forward and looking at the good things. So we are not controlled by a past history. We are not controlled by anything repressed. We are not using defense mechanisms, but it's like a more healthy kind of approach to psychology. There are no experiments in humanistic psychology. It denies the negativity of psychodynamics. Okay, so we are not these kind of ruined people who have had all of these horrible things happen to them, but we are at our core good people who are striving to get better. Abraham Maslow is someone you will hear about if you haven't heard about him already. And you will hear about the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Okay, so this is a big idea in humanistic psychology. So he decided that we spend too much time on the mentally ill to actually understand mental health. So he really focused on the strong and the positive things in people. So, for example, do you want to be a good chef? Study the best chefs, right? It makes sense. He looked at people as whole and functioning organisms, not their darkness, not the bad things. And he asked if we had everything we needed, what is our kind of ultimate goal? Our goal is to be fulfilled, totally fulfilled as humans, and then be able to reach out and give to others. Okay, so here is his hierarchy of needs. This is very famous. You will for sure see it in your life. At the bottom of the pyramid, we have all our really basic needs. Okay, so the need for air, water, food, rest, and health. If we don't have these basic needs, we cannot move up the pyramid or the ladder to self-actualization, which is at the top. Okay, so if we don't have our air, food, and water, we're not going to have ego, right? Because we're starving. Because we don't have enough water to live. Okay, so after we have enough of our basic needs, we move up. So we have our food, we need our security. Okay, this is shelter, stability. Then once we have both of those things, we have stability, we have shelter, we have food, water. We move up into things that are a little more existential, a little more in our heads. Okay, so the need for being loved, we belonging, we're included. Let's say, for example, that's a family. Okay, so let's say you're a little kid, you have your physical, your security, and your social needs met. When you're a teenager, you move up into the ego, so self-esteem, some kind of recognition, some kind of prestige. I would say that a lot of adults are probably in that part of the pyramid, just kind of you can also go down the pyramid. Okay, so let's say you all of a sudden are having money problems. You can go down into the security stage. Let's say you were at the ego stage, you even could be at the self-actualization stage, but you can go up and down in this pyramid, in this up and down this ladder. Self-actualization is the top of the pyramid, and this talks about somebody who has all of their other needs met, who can then start to be creative and start to reach out to other people and help other people because they are fulfilled. And just as I explained, each level cannot be reached until the level below is achieved. And this is a theory, remember, by Maslow. Okay, none of this is truth. It's a theory. How would you know you've reached the stage of self-actualization? Are there moments when you feel truly fulfilled, truly content and at peace? everything comes together in an intensely enjoyable way, and you have something he called flow experiences. And you can watch this video for more info, and we are done the explanation of humanistic psychology and Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Bye-bye.